Parents of children with disabilities often face unimaginable stress when their child is hospitalized. Not only do they have to navigate the complexities of medical care, but they also carry the emotional weight of their child's needs and the logistical challenges of being away from home and missing work. For these parents, the hospital environment can be overwhelming, especially when their child's unique needs require specialized attention. The uncertainty surrounding their child's health, combined with the worry about how their other children are coping, can heighten their anxiety and emotional strain. Siblings of the child in the hospital often experience their own set of challenges. They may feel neglected, confused, or fearful as their parents are understandably focused on the hospitalized child's needs. Balancing the emotional and practical demands of both creates an immense strain. Parents are often torn between their child's needs while also managing their own stress and concerns, leaving them feeling overwhelmed and stretched thin. But there are ways that we can show up for these families during such a trying time and support them in practical ways. I'd like to share a personal story from a recent hospital stay our family went through. My son became seriously ill with pneumonia after aspirating while battling a stomach bug. He was hospitalized for 9 days, and the recovery at home was long and challenging. What truly amazed me, though, was how our friends and church family surrounded us with love and support in ways that I will never forget. Friends came to our home and took care of a massive pile of laundry that had accumulated while my son was sick. They divided it up, washed, folded, and put everything away. Every single day, someone would stop by the hospital, whether it was for a short visit or to bring me a meal to keep me going. One friend even brought me a pillow and blanket and snacks on our first night in the hospital to make sure that I felt more comfortable. And when we were finally able to come home, I walked into a clean house with laundry folded and put away, and the support didn't end there. Even after we were back home, friends continued to visit, drop off meals, and check in on us. And what stood out to me the most was how they cared for me, the caregiver. You know, they couldn't directly care for my son, but they made sure that I had everything I needed so I could focus on his recovery. They cared for me so that I could care for him. And our church family was incredible. They made sure that all our needs were met, offering comfort and reminding us that we were not alone on this journey. I honestly do not know how we would have made it without their love and generosity. When a family is experiencing a hospital stay, one of the most meaningful ways to love and support them is by caring for the siblings of the child in the hospital. Siblings often carry a heavy emotional burden. The uncertainty of the situation, combined with feeling overshadowed by their siblings' needs, can be incredibly difficult for them. Taking the time to care for the siblings, offering them moments of fun and joy, can make the difference in such a stressful time. It's also essential to recognize that many families face multiple hospital stays in a year. You know, over time, it can become easy to grow weary of offering support, but consistency matters. One mother whose son was frequently hospitalized shared a heartbreaking story with me. She said, over time, people stopped offering help, often saying, well, they're back in the hospital again, and no longer provided tangible support. This lack of empathy was incredibly disheartening for this family. You know, true love and service don't wear out. They show up time and time again, especially when it's the hardest. It's also important to remember that in high stress situations, families often won't be able to tell you exactly what they need if you ask them. But by getting to know the family well outside of the church setting, you can better anticipate their needs without them even having to ask. By addressing these practical needs, whether it's helping with laundry, caring for siblings, or simply offering a listening ear, the church can ease the burden on families, allowing them to focus on what matters most, caring for their child.